has wisdom. And we cannot walk in dominion if we don't have access to the wisdom. Listen to this. This is what is happening.
Should not depart out of our mouth. And we also saw our responsibility and God's responsibility, that in the success equation of our lives, we have a part to play and God has a part to play. Then we moved on to establish the fact that true success begins with getting the right definition and understanding of success. I'll spend time extensively to be able to unveil that in the first two parts. Then we'll move on into the second aspect, which is the fact that success is an inside job. If there's going to be true transformation, it begins from within. And we've been exploring that in the last few sessions. And last week we went to begin to look into the different things that needs to be done to help our mind, to eradicate wrong philosophies, eradicate beliefs, mindset, and myth that hinders us from being able to walk in the manifestation of what God has in store for us. So last week Sunday, we're looking at many of them. One of the things we saw is that whatever we be is a wrong mindset. Whatever will be will not be, you have to make it be. Half bread is better than none. It's not. Why are you talking of bread when you can own the bakery? And then let sleeping dog lie. We will not allow it. Why will sleeping dog be allowed to lie when it's lying on the bed they are supposed to sit on? In the world that we live in, this world does not give you what you deserve. It gives you what you fight for. It gives you what you negotiate. So if you allow people to step on you, they will carry your portion, join to their portion, and you have no portion. So let's move on today. The next one is fingers are not equal. Growing up, we hear that statement over and over again. Say fingers are not equal. And the first question I need to ask you is, are you a finger? Are you a finger? Now, fingers may not be equal, but every finger has an assignment. Everybody do like this. Let me see your. I hope you know that I don't want to spend time. Each of these fingers has a responsibility. Now, I hope you know that this particular one, this thumb, can touch every other one. But no other one can do that. What this thumb can touch every other, but no other one can do that. I hope you know that even though the thumb can touch every other one, no other one can do that. The middle finger is the longest one. So what the thumb can do, the others cannot do, but what they can do, the thumb cannot also do. Hello? I hope you know that where this small one can enter, the thumb cannot enter. So you are not a finger. Fingers are not equal in function, but they are equal in value. Because they all have responsibilities. The Bible says, those he foreknew, he predestinated. Those he predestinated, he called. Those he called, he justified. Those he justified, he will glorify. So all of them will end in glory. So destinies in God are equal. We all have equal value. And there's an assignment of God upon the life of every individual. So comparing yourself with somebody else is foolishness. The Bible says measuring themselves with themselves, comparing themselves with themselves, they are not wise. So if you are going to become successful, don't use other people's clock to determine your speed. Everybody has their own lane. Run your race, stay in your lane. Comparing yourself with other people is an error. And fingers are not equal. That's their own life. Let me face my own life. In my space, nobody can take my space. So you need to begin to work on that, because many times we leave what we are supposed to do and we are busy looking at what other people are doing. He said, my vineyard have I not kept. You are now watching other people's journey. That will not be your story in Jesus' name. The next one there is life begins at 40. Why do you have to wait till 40 to start living? So if life begins at 40, what did you do from year 1 to year 39? You were existing. But you know, these are softwares that run the mind of people unconsciously. You won't know when you think, I'm still young, I'm still young. Even the Jesus you are serving finished his assignment at 3.5. Then at 40, you think you are young. Nobody grows young. Everybody grows old. Any day you wake up, you are growing old. I know you can do Mary Kay, you can do paddy cake, you can do coste, you can do spandex, you can do, I've been looking. And people are telling you, oh, you know, you look Terry, you look, yeah, but be fooling yourself. You know by yourself that you are not 30. Hello? There are things I could do at 30 that I can't do easily now. Hello? Why? Age. Reality. So life does not begin at 40. Life begins at conception. The very minute you are conceived, life has started. Hello? Life has what? Started. So don't push your destiny into a future. Start living life now. Every day you wake up, life is in session. So these are things that needs to be sorted out in your mind. Life does not begin at 40. Then they say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. No. A fool at 40 can be wise at 41. If the fool recognizes his foolishness and decides to be delivered from foolishness. The day you wake up, that's where your morning starts. The day you come into the consciousness of your error and you make up your mind to shift course, things change. So don't let anybody tie you down to failure. To say if at this stage you have not started, it will never work again. No, at 80 you can take the mountain. Don't let anybody tell you are too old to make a difference. You are too old to make impact. No. Hello? You can decide at 65 that now I want to do something, and then pam, it will happen. Hello? Every season and every stage of your life, there's an assignment you can carry out. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay? It's fine. Okay? So is this the way it will be? And I'm not going to tint and black. It will be shiny like that, I mean. That's the way it will be shiny. Okay. It's fine. I think they say it's a family that did it, I mean. Admit. Is it church or one family? It's a family. Okay, God bless them all. So talk to your neighbor and say, neighbor, let our family too find something to do. Find something to do. Hello? Maybe you have done chair, to find something. Find something to do. It's beautiful. A fool at 40 is what? It's not. So don't believe that. When you believe that and once you clock 40, you feel depressed. Midlife crisis. I'm 40, I'm not married. I'm 40, I'm not a landlord. I'm 40, I don't have a child. I'm 40, I've never traveled. I'm 40, I don't have a car. See my life, and then you enter depression. And that can take another 5 years. A bird in hand is worth more than two in the bush. How? How? Do you know how many millions of birds are in the bush? A bird in hand is not worth anything compared to the one in the bush if you are willing to go to the bush. Are you seeing how these things affect us? At least this one that I have, let me just hold on to it. Let me not come. I can't come and kill myself. What am I looking for? You now settle for failure. You now settle for mediocrity when there is more in you than what you already have. Do you know what it means to get to heaven and discover you were supposed to be greater than Dangote, but you are an Okada rider? Just because the Okada was giving you enough money to pay for one room, and you married another person that was okay with one room, and two of you gave birth to 3 children, and they were going to school where they pay per day. Hello? So your life was just, at least we are better than people under the bridge. Why are you always comparing yourself with people that are behind? Hello? Look behind to be thankful. Look ahead to be purposeful. Look behind to be thankful. Lord, I thank you for your faithfulness over my life. To be thankful that God has lifted you beyond that. But look ahead to be purposeful. To have dreams and desire, not covetousness. but covet earnestly to make impact and make a difference. If you don't need the money, make the money to give the money. If you don't need it, make it to what? To give it. So that we can do the gallery, we can do the lift. Abi? So that we'll not be climbing 4-story building. You just press button, you just open, just enter. So if you don't need the money, make the money to give the money. Let's move on. You cannot have good always. Who told you? But do you know this is the mindset? We are dealing with success because success is an inside job. No matter what you try to do to people externally, if the software inside is faulty, they'll be fighting your revelation. Everything you are saying, they'll be fighting it. It doesn't work like that. That's so easy. You'll just be fighting what people are saying. Why are people listening to the same word? People's life are changing. Some people's life have never changed. It's not village people. It's internal structure. When the Bible says we should pull down every stronghold, what's the stronghold? He explained it. Every thought, every imagination, every item that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. I'm seeing yesterday we completed the Entrepreneurship Academy. It was amazing. And we have people from different countries. We have people from 4 African countries. And we have people from all over the country. I just saw our Cameroonian people. So how many of you are in church this morning from Entrepreneurship Academy? Can you please rise up? Let's appreciate you. Rise up. Wow. 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 That's from Ghana. And that's Kenya. That's Cameroon, right? Wow, wonderful. We appreciate you. God bless you all. God bless you. Was a successful one. We had a very amazing week. We had people online. I think about 400 people online, but physically I think they had about maybe 400 people also. It was very good, very successful. Many of you are members, you have not come, you know. A prophet is not without honor, except in his own house. People are coming from all over the world to your church. You did this, everything that they talk. Nobody, the 3 pastors, they teach us every Sunday. Pastor write new book, pathway. He don't write them before now. Pastor just repackage and nobody say pastor don't teach us everything. See your life. If he has taught you and is working, should you still be like this? Hello? If you are not producing results, you don't know it yet. That's the truth. Hello? You don't know it yet. So, you can have good always. It's a software. Do you know that there are people that when everything is working fine for them, they are not happy? Okay, the way everything is going down. This one, everything is just moving fine. Hey, let's be waiting. See, my sister, trouble is about to come. They'll be expecting that something bad must happen. Hello? I got an email for somebody. I have not yet replied him. If you see the email, even reading the email can be depressing. Just reading it. The guy is so I'm going to reply him. So he wants me to now pray for him. He doesn't need prayer. You know, that's the problem of church. Everything I do, everything I know, he needs counseling. He needs therapy. The guy is confused. He married a good wife, but he's very insecure. He said, I'm very insecure. Every time I'm just thinking that somebody is touching my wife. Even the brother, I don't like my wife's brother holding her hand. Brother. So I've not replied him yet. So some people, when everything is moving on fine, something is just telling them, hey, the way everything is going on fine now, this one they are paying you salary, they have not given you query, this one that somebody is supporting, hey, something is about to happen. They will now use their hand to attract the evil. When it now happen, they'll now say, I said it. No, you are an evil prophet. You are an evil prophet. Be delivered from that evil. Hello? Next, what goes up must come down. Is your age coming down? I told you last week, or whether it's during the week, I said it's a song. What's gonna be, it's gonna be. What goes up must come down. It's gotta be, it's gotta be. There's nothing you can do about it. Upbringing is dangerous. So that's the song my father used to play every Saturday. We got the late. Was God, now we go wake up, one party, was God, now this, God. I still remember after 50 something years. Hello? Bongo Sikwe is a song. What goes up does not come down. As the price of egg come down, as the price of the loaf of bread come down, have they reduced the school fees of your children? Did the landlord say we are cutting rents? What goes up does not necessarily come down. So, are you getting what I'm saying now? So, these are thinkings. He will laugh last. Who told you? You can laugh always. Why do you have to laugh last? Why can't you laugh from the beginning and laugh till the end? So you mean from January to November, you will not laugh? Me, I will laugh every week. He said, remember ye not the things of old. Neither cause for behold, I do. So you will sing a new song. So these are mindsets, these are software that have been programmed into people. So what they are supposed to fight, they will relax. Well, you will laugh last. My turn will come. Yes, your turn will come. But you cannot continue to suffer. Don't bite more than you can. You know that this mindset keeps people small. So don't bite more than you can chew. Don't bite more than you can chew. Listen to me. Bite more than you can chew. Bite more than you can chew. God will help you chew the remaining. Hello? Now, if you bite more than you can chew and you realize it's too much, at least you can spit out some, but you will have enough to fill your tummy. Not that you will take small and you are still hungry again. Hello? There is a man, I think he's still alive. It's called Papi Luwe. He's a Papi Luwe. Now, Papi Luwe, one of the uniqueness of his character in those days, I've not seen him in any movie recently, is that when you are giving him money, Emma worry, we collect it. Emma worry. He will be telling you, don't worry, but he's collecting. You are giving it, he will be collecting more, but he will say, don't worry, Emma worry. But he will be collecting. That's one of the uniqueness of his character. So collect, someone say collect. Just collect. Hello? So don't let anybody tell you it's enough. If it's enough for you, it's not enough for the world. Collect to give. Collect to be a blessing to other people. Let's move on. Want to try and speed things up. A patient dog is the fattest bone. Why should you settle for bone? Let's break it down. Because why do you settle for bone when there is correct meat? So you will wait, people will finish the meat, they will now give you bone. Fat bone. Are you even thinking bone? Hello? Let me tell you something. I hope you know there's something called biscuit bone. For you to go, leave your house, carry money, and go to the market to say you want to buy biscuit bone, you are poor. You are poor. You won't leave house and you are going to the market and the purpose is biscuit bone. No. Hello? No. It's poverty. So when bone becomes what you are looking for, it becomes a bone of contention. You're right? It becomes what? A bone of contention. Listen to me. In life, there are meats and there are bones. There are fresh fruits and there are bad fruit. I hope you know that there's something they call esha. When they go to the market, you see all the correct pepper is separate. Then there is the one that are squeezed, the one that is there, they put it for poor people. So if you go in the evening, you see a shack with lantern or candle, they'll just put it there. He said, Pastor, how do you know? We have been poor before. No be today. We have been poor before. That is not the purpose of God for your life. To settle for the remnants of the earth. No. In the Bible, it says when you are gathering harvest, it says leave some on purpose at the bound so that poor people can have something to collect. That is not an harvest. That is welfare. Welfare is not a lifestyle. It's a temporary relief measure. It's not your destiny to be settling down welfare every month. You are in church office every time you are writing letter. That's not your destiny. If you are collecting welfare for 4 years, when will you start giving to welfare? But because some people, they just think that God knows my story. No. Patient dog. Number one, you are not a dog. Number two, bone is not your portion. Number three, a patient dog may have nothing to eat. Do you know that if you are a patient dog, for there to be bone remaining, it means that all the powerful dogs have eaten. For there to be bone remaining for you to come out, that means they have eaten to satisfaction. There may be nothing for you. And if you continue the way you are going, nothing for you. Hello? Next, majority carries the vote. See how religious. Do you think that in Nigeria majority carries the vote? You can carry your phone now and do a Google search. Every governor that has ever ruled Lagos, beginning from Tinubu as a governor in 1999 to date, none of them has ever had 3 million votes. Go and do your research. None. Every governor in Lagos, 1.something million. None of them have had 3 million votes. And since 1999, Lagos has had more than 15 million people. So now we have 20 to 25 million people, if not more. And the present governor, Sanwo-Olu, did not have 2 million votes to be a governor. Hello? So is it majority that put him there? No. The president did not have 15 million votes in a 200 and something billion country. Is it majority that put him there? So majority does not carry the vote. Oh. So if you are waiting for majority, you may die a minority. Hello? So majority does not carry the vote. Don't think that just because you don't have the numbers, you will not have the impacts. No. There's something called about the remnant and the faithful few. You can be one person and be impactful and do things that millions cannot do. So don't follow that. If you cannot be them, join them. It's a compromising formula. If you join them, you suffer what they suffer. And that has caused a lot of trouble for us in Nigeria. Because instead of people standing on their integrity and living in their truth, they compromise. So, don't join them. If everybody is going in the wrong direction, at the risk of being a lone ranger, go in the right direction. Let me tell you something. Everybody that is going in the wrong direction, they are not all ignorant. They know they are going in the wrong direction. They just don't have what it takes to go in the right direction. And when they see you go in the right direction, they respect you. They may mock you, it's out of respect. They may insult you, it's really out of respect that, you mean, they want to check your resolve. And after a while, you will see them coming to you one by one like Nicodemus in the night. And have you noticed that when armed robbers steal money and they want to look for somebody to keep the money, they don't give it to a fellow robber. They now go outside of their robbery team and look for somebody they can trust to put the money in the hand of the person. So, if you can't beat them, keep going. Because you are really not competing against them. Nobody is giving you a medal. It's not about beating anybody. It's about fulfilling your destiny. And finally for today, the end. No, it does not. The end does not justify the means. The end does not justify the means. The means is as important as the end. There are people that got to the top only to realize that whatever you get by compromise, you will eventually lose. Whatever you get by compromise, you will what? You will eventually lose. So don't join people in unrighteousness. When we are talking of success, don't forget we started with the right definition of success. It's the progressive achievement of God's goal for your life, not just your own goal. So the end does not justify the means. Don't be a part of that. Because let me tell you something, at the end of the day, you wake up one day and disgrace yourself. A young lady just a guy, and they got married. And the guy was under the jazz for 3 years. And they have given birth to 2 children. Then one day, unknown to the woman, a colleague in the office had invited him to a lunch hour special fellowship. But unknown to both him and the colleague, it was not just a normal lunch hour fellowship. It was a deliverance lunch hour fellowship. And they got there, and the man of God began to raise prayer points. And because of the atmosphere he found himself, even though he was not born again, he was praying like everybody was praying. They would just throw prayer points. Every bewitchment over my life and destiny, die. Every bewitchment, die. He was praying. You are going to pray. Everything that God has not planted in my life, be uprooted by. He was praying. He didn't know that he was breaking things. And then he got home in the evening, and the woman came. How are you? Welcome, my husband. Say, sorry, who are you? True life story. Who are you? He said, I'm your wife. These are your children. My wife? How come? Where did we meet? Where did we marry? And the woman began to scream, my husband is mad. I said, I'm not mad. I don't know you. He said, what are the children? He said, I know these children, but I don't know you. So how can you know children and not know me? I'm the mother, I'm your wife. He said, no. His eyes was open. Of course, the marriage ended because he got deliverance from what was put on him. But the question I keep asking myself is, you think that our pastors have all the answers? We don't have all the answers. How did he recognize children and not recognize the wife? Because it's not the children that bewitched him. It's the wife that bewitched him. And the end has come. But the means did not justify the end. That's when she started confessing and crying out about what she has done. I beg you in the name of God. God wants you to be successful. But there is a kingdom way of doing it. And when you do it kingdom way, you will never see shame.
God has wisdom. And we cannot walk in dominion if we don't have access to the wisdom. Listen to this. This is what is happening.